In the Age of Enthronement, the blade of the legendary hero Soyvidia Ustav drove the brutal Kelid tribes and their heritage of obscene magic from the lands surrounding the Hungry Mountains, and claimed the region as a new homeland for his wandering people. In victory, the warlord divided his nation between his lieutenants and allies, creating holdings befitting the deeds and merit of their ancient families. For more than 500 years, the newly risen kingdom of Ustalav followed the horned crown of the Ustav line. Yet as generations passed, the clannish Varisians quarreled endlessly over territory, familial rights, and the honor of long-dead ancestors. In the face of civil war, King Kaldamov divided the nation into 16 counties, formally establishing the domains of the land's most influential families, and granting them broad administrative powers so long as they remained loyal to and met the demands of the crown. The country enjoyed several brief centuries of peace after its division, a never-reclaimed golden age in its tormented past. Unknown to the rulers of the nation, though, Ustalav was a poisoned land, tainted by the immortal remains of the wicked warlord Tar Bathan, who in 3203 resurrected as the vile Lich King known as the Whispering Tyrant. Raising orc hordes from the brutal lands of Belkzen and calling upon legions of the ancient dead, the Lich King unleashed his vicious military and arcane genius upon the unprepared lands of Ustalav, besieging the nation from without and from within. While the people waged a desperate defense, every fallen soldier bolstered the strength of the undead ranks, and by 3206, Ustalav was a realm dominated by the dead. For more than 600 years, the Whispering Tyrant ruled an empire of abominations rooted in the country's corpse. When the Shining Crusade at last succeeded in imprisoning the dreaded immortal within his fortress of Gallowspire, the victorious knights freed the Lich's living slaves and returned the principality's shattered counties to the few beleaguered survivors. Re-established and rechristened as the immortal Principality of Ustalav, the country readopted the majority of the laws and systems of its near-legendary past. But with the line of Soyvidia Ustav long broken, the crown came to rest with families claiming at best tenuous ties to the ancient hero, resulting in an era of slow recovery, infighting, and weak rulers. The land too had changed, as had the creatures afoot in those reaches. Although the Whispering Tyrant had been defeated, his minions proved subtle and unnaturally patient, hiding themselves amid the darkest shadows and haunting ruins left in the wake of an age of anguish. Forgotten enemies of Ustalav also prowled from the shadows once more, beasts thought to be mere legends, and the unquiet spirits of slaughtered Kelid ritualists. And in the earth, waters, and skies, old things roused by the tyrant's might stirred and cast unfathomable attentions upon an unsuspecting people. Although the past generations have seen the repopulation of Ustalav and its rise as a hub of civilization on the often savage northern shores of Lake Enkarthen, the scars of death's grip still linger. Deadly orc raiders, savage barbarians, and merciless zealots array themselves beyond the borders, while within deadly creatures, shadowy conspiracies, and unnatural beings stalk the nights and nightmares of the country's populace. These circumstances have bred a suspicious people, ruled by ageless superstitions, strict cultural traditions, and grim faith. Even as fearful rumors and blind prejudice pass for fact throughout much of the realm, many seek out reason in the darkness, leading to the rise of numerous centers of art, faith, and learning. Yet Ustalav endlessly proves itself a land covetous of its secrets and inhospitable to change, and many who gaze into its shadows are themselves consumed. In the town of Revengro, on the western border of Ustalav, a group gathers in the mists and drizzle of a late summer rain. Between them, they bear the casket of Professor Petros Lorimor, a scholar, a teacher, and an adventurer, to his final peace in the Restlands. Amongst the group are his daughter, Kendra, and his good friend Jominda Fallenbridge, as well as Councilman Vashian Hearthmount and Garen Murakar. Trailing the group, the tavern keeper Zokar Elkarid hugs his son Peverin. Several strangers who join the group as well, travelers from far-off lands only just arrived in time to pay their respects. Behind the procession, the town stretches out, the farmlands and buildings of the village sharing the dull grayness of the day. At the far end, the old Harrowshire prison, long abandoned after a disastrous fire some 50 years ago, claimed the lives of most of the guards and all of the prisoners. The old ruin, now rumored to be haunted, stares sullenly down the hill above Revengro.